Have you ever wondered what the NBA would be like if there was no expansion teams? No? Can you just say yes? Kind of messes up the intro, come on. Yes? Oh, well, perfect. This is the video for you. Today we go back to 1983 on NBA 2K25, and we're going to see how the NBA would be without any expansion teams whatsoever. Well, except for the ones that came before 1983. So there's 23 teams in the league. There's no, Charlotte Hornets, Miami Heat, Toronto Raptors. But either way, let's take a very quick look at the rosters. We got Moses Malone and Julius Erving on the Sixers, Sidney Moncrief on the Bucks, the Poverty Bulls before Michael Jordan, and maybe they'll get him. The next draft class has MJ, so the weekend, apparently. We got the Dynasty Celtics, Larry Bird, Robert Parrish, Kevin McHale. We got a youthful Dominique on the Atlanta Hawks. Interesting to see how his career will work out. We got Adrian Dantley, Daryl Griffith on the Utah Jazz. This is pre-Diddy days. Bernard King still in the New York Knicks. And then we have the Showtime Lakers. We got Kareem, we got Magic, we got Jamal Wilkes, we got James Worthy. And we got the pre-Bad Boy Pistons, but they'll get there eventually with Isaiah Thomas, Bill Laimbeer as well, George Gervin, the Iceman on the San Antonio Spurs. And we're going to find out who gets the first overall pick. Well, first we're going to find out who wins the championship. But yeah, I think this video is going to be really good. Also, before we get into it though, I do want to say I didn't come up with this idea on my own. I'm sure there's people that have done this exact video, so credit all goes to them. But also for this idea, I'd like to shout out to this comment right here. I thought it was a great idea. It was a great suggestion, so now I'm doing it. So this video is thanks to this comment right here. But without further ado, let's get into it. Let's sim the whole season and we'll see what happens. The 1984 MVP goes to Magic Johnson. Ralph Sampson wins Rookie of the Year. Kevin McHale wins Sixth Man of the Year. DPOY goes to Sidney Moncrief. Sleepy Floyd wins MIP. But now we get to the playoffs. We got the first seed Pistons and we got the first seed Lakers. So let's get through the first round now. Let's go. Okay, so the first round we got sweeps for the Lakers. We got a sweep for the Suns. The Nuggets take down the third seed Spurs. And the Dallas Mavericks upset the second seed Jazz in 4 games. That's crazy. Over in the East, we have the Nets taking the Pistons to 7, but ended up coming up short. That's kind of crazy though, I'm not gonna lie. We got the Sixers sweeping the Bucks. We got the Bulls taking down the Knicks in 4, and we got the Celtics sweeping the Cavaliers. Let's get through the second round now. Okay, the Celtics stay undefeated. They sweep the Bulls, and the Sixers take down the first seed Pistons in game 7 as well, which is kind of nuts. Over in the West, we got the Lakers taking down the Suns in 5, and we got the Nuggets taking down the 7th seed Dallas Mavericks in 7. It's crazy how the 6th and 7th seed we're facing in the conference semis. But now we got the 1st and 6th seed in the West, and we got the 2nd and 4th seed in the East. Let's see how this goes. Okay, the Sixers make it. The Sixers beat the Celtics in 7. It looked like a pretty close series while I was simming. And the Lakers sweep the Denver Nuggets. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? Game 1 of the 1983 NBA Finals. Let's see what happens here. We got the Lakers taking this one 120 to 104. We got Moses Malone with 20 points, 13 rebounds. And we got Bob McAdoo leading the Lakers with 22. Magic hits 17, 8, and 17. That's actually nuts. The Lakers take a 1-0 series lead. Let's get right into game 2 now. And the Lakers run away at the end here, winning by 17. Moses Malone with 30 points, Maurice Cheeks with 24. We got Magic with a 36, 13, and 19 triple-double. That is insane. Kareem with 27 as well. James Worthy with 22. Game 3, let's go. And once again, the Lakers get it done. Moses Malone with 26 and 16. Julius Erving with 25 points, but it's not good enough because Kareem dropped 36 and 13. Magic with 11 and 16, and a lot of good depth scoring as well. The Lakers are up 3-0. They're on the verge of sweeping right now. It's not looking good for the Sixers. Let's see what happens though. That got close towards the end, like literally in the final minute, it got close. It was kind of an accident that I skipped it. I meant to pause it, but it was like, yeah, whatever. Julius Erving with 25 though. Moses Malone with 23 and 16. Magic Johnson with 34, 7, and 16. And with that, the Lakers win the 1984 NBA championship. Magic Johnson wins the finals MVP. This dude averaged 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 17 assists. Okay, so here's the screen for this. Relocating and completely rebrand the team. That's fine as long as there's no expansion teams. And then changing uniforms, it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to accept these. I'm going to leave all these accepted. But let's get into the draft lottery. The first overall pick goes to the Houston Rockets, followed by the Blazers and the Hawks. The Bulls get the 19th pick. That is kind of crazy considering the team they had. With the first pick in the 1984 draft, the Rockets select Charles Barkley out of Auburn. So Barkley goes number 1 instead of, Michael Jordan or Hakeem Olajuwon as well. Charles Barkley's a great player. You can't go wrong with him. Just don't let him get to that McDonald's. All right, Portland with the second pick selects Hakeem Olajuwon. I mean, that's their franchise big man right there. So that means with the third pick, the Atlanta Hawks select select Michael Jordan out of North Carolina. There we go. We were all waiting for it, and we finally got it. Michael Jordan, in my opinion, the greatest basketball player, and he goes number 3 to the Atlanta Hawks. Now, at the 4th pick, Kansas City Kings select John Stockton out of Gonzaga. Didn't his son get drafted by the Kings? Am I tripping? I don't know how accurate that is. All I know is that they got themselves a great point guard. Now, the Sixers with the 5th pick select Byron Randall. And this is the point where I skip because who the fuck is that? Magic Johnson gets back-to-back MVPs, once again averaging double-double. Michael Jordan wins Rookie of the Year, 22 points, 5 assists as well. Good defensive stats. Not the best three-point shooting, but it's Michael Jordan, so what do you expect? Sedale Threat wins 6th Man of the Year, I guess. Definitely said that wrong. Sidney Moncrief wins DPOY, and Dale Ellis wins MIP, 16 points a game, not bad. Dominique's injured for 4 to 6 weeks. If the Hawks made the playoffs, that's very not good. All right, so as expected, we have the Lakers in the Western Conference with the number 1 seed. They're, the super team. So, and in the East, we have the Boston Celtics. Both teams, you kind of just expect it. We see the Pistons drop to number 5 now. They were number 1 last year, so let's see what happens in the first round, though. Okay, we have a sweep for the Celtics. We have a sweep for the Lakers as well. Wow, that is very upsetting. Literally, I called it before this playoff started. Dominique's injured for 4 to 6 weeks, so they get swept by the Bucks. We also got the Bullets taking down the Pistons, and we got the Sixers taking down the Nets. Over in the West, obviously, we got the sweep for the Lakers. We got the Mavericks taking down the Clippers. We have the Trailblazers taking down the Nuggets, and we have the Suns upsetting the 2nd seed Jazz. Now, that's the 2nd season in a row that the Jazz have been the 2nd seed and got bounced out of the first round by the 7th seed. That's kind of pathetic. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know, man. Let's see what happens in the second round, though. Okay, we got 2 sweeps. Well, both the series in the West were sweeps. The Lakers swept the Mavericks, and we got the Suns sweeping the Trailblazers. The 7th seed Suns are kind of on a tear right now. Over in the East, we got the Celtics taking down the Bullets in 5 games, and we got the Sixers taking down the Milwaukee Bucks in 6. Let's see what happens. 1st and 3rd seed in the East, and then we got the 1st and 7th seed in the West. Okay, the Lakers sweep. The Lakers haven't lost a single game in the playoffs this year. And for the 2nd year in a row, the Sixers kind of not really upset, but take down the Celtics. It kind of is an upset considering like the roster the Celtics got, but like, so for 2 years in a row, we have the Lakers and the Sixers in the finals. Let's see what happens here in game 1. My dumbass. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, so all I did was spam the pause button and then unpause button. Like, I pressed it twice really quickly. It went from 58 seconds to 5 seconds in like 0.2 nanoseconds. So I was trying to pause it, maybe jump in with 30 seconds left. Yeah, I should have slowed down the speed, but whatever. Well, the Lakers take this one by 3. Moses Malone with 36 and 10. Kareem with 28. Michael Cooper with 17. Magic with 15 points, 9 rebounds, and 19 assists. This dude's crazy, bro. But the Lakers take a 1-0 series lead. Let's get into game 2. Okay, the Sixers hand the Lakers their first loss of this playoffs. Moses Malone with 25. Oh, this is the guy that won like 6th Man of the Year or some shit. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. My apologies if it isn't how you pronounce it, but he dropped 23 and 15 assists. That's pretty Magic Johnson-esque. Speaking of which, Magic Johnson put up 14 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists. A little bit of an off night. Oh, Kareem fouled out in 17 minutes. Well, that's exactly why they lost. Okay, let's get right into game 3. And the Lakers respond with a 114-99 victory. Moses Malone with 31 and 14. Great game from him. Magic Johnson with an almost triple-double. 28, 13, and 9. Byron Scott with 21 as well. James Worthy, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. And Kareem, 10 points in 32 minutes. Didn't foul out, but shot 4 for 11. Let's see what happens here in game 4. And the Lakers get it done again. Magic Johnson with 28 points, 8 rebounds, and 20 assists. And bro, the stat lines go crazy with this dude, bro. And once again, Kareem played 31 minutes. He only had 10 points. Only shot 9 shots. But the Lakers go up 3-1. Will they take home their 2nd straight NBA championship? Or do the Sixers stay alive? And the Sixers stay alive. Oh my goodness. What a game from Moses Malone. 47 and 15. And he leads the Sixers to staying alive and forcing a game 6. Magic with 21, 11, and 18 for a triple-double. Shot 7 for 19, which is not the greatest. James Worthy with 20 points. Kareem with 13. He is having a horrible playoffs, or at least a horrible finals. Once again, do or die for the Sixers. Will they get it done again? We'll see. And they do not get it done. Moses Malone with another huge game. 30 points, 10 rebounds. Julius Erving with 21 again. Jamal Wilkes, though, leading this one with 29 points. Magic with a 25-point triple-double. And Kareem with 21 and 7. There we go. That's more like Kareem. Back-to-back NBA championships led by Magic Johnson. 22 points, 9.5 rebounds, and 15 assists. We got Elvin Hayes retiring. Tiny Nate Archibald as well. And now the draft lottery goes to the Sacramento Kings, followed by the Houston Rockets and the Golden State Warriors. And now with the first pick in the 1985 draft, the Kings select Diddy. Houston now with the second pick to go with, I think, Charles Barkley they have. They get Patrick Ewing. That's a crazy front court right there. Holy, that's going to win titles, ironically. Now the Golden State Warriors with the third pick select Joe Kleine. Kleine? It just seems right to say Klein, but like Kleine, I don't know, whatever. Now the Knicks with the fourth pick select Joe Dumars. Hey, that's a Pistons legend though, that's all I know. Now the Pacers with the fifth pick select Charles Oakley. There we go, I know him. We got Chris Mullin going to the Bulls at 6th. We got Xavier McDaniel going to the Supersonics. I'm pretty sure he was there. I don't know if he got drafted there, but I'm pretty sure he was there. Wayman Tisdale goes to the Spurs. We also got Manute Bol going to the Mavericks. Detlef Schrempf goes to the Mavericks. Okay, we got Magic Johnson winning his 3rd straight MVP. We got Diddy winning Rookie of the Year. Patrick Ewing winning 6th Man of the Year as a rookie. Hakeem Olajuwon winning his first DPOY of many, I assume. And we got Charles Barkley winning MIP. So we got the MIP and the 6th Man of the Year on the same team. Who the hell is starting over Patrick Ewing? Oh, Ralph Sampson. Okay, that is crazy center depth though. Can you imagine having to like decide who you're gonna start between Ralph Sampson and Patrick Ewing? Bro, they're both young, man. 25 and 23. In the West, we have the first seed Lakers, and in the East, we have the first seed Celtics. I don't really think that that's too crazy. I mean, it's happened before. Let's get through the first round. Every single series in the East was a sweep. And then in the West, we have Portland taking down the Nuggets, and then we got Utah taking down the Rockets, which is kind of disappointing, but whatever. And then we have the Lakers making it out of the first round, and we have the Kings taking this Clippers to 6 games, and they win. So let's get through the second round. We got the Lakers taking down the Blazers in 7 games. That's surprising that it even took that many games, to be honest. And we got the Jazz taking down the Kings in 5. The Jazz finally get out of the first round, and now they made it to the conference finals, where it's the number 1 and 2 seed. The Celtics get taken to 7 by the Pistons, but they get it done. And the Sixers sweep. They haven't lost a game yet. Let's get through the conference finals. Okay, well, the Boston Celtics just sell the bag when it comes to the conference finals. That's okay. And the Lakers sweep as well. So we got the Lakers and the Sixers for 3 straight years. Let's see what happens though. Game 1. Moses Malone with 24 and 17. Byron Scott leading the way with 30. Magic with 22 and 18 assists to get it done for the Lakers and take game 1. It's 1-0. Let's see what happens here in game 2. And we got Magic with 29, 8 and 15 to lead the way. 7 turnovers, but we don't talk about that. Byron Scott with 24 points. Michael Cooper with 21. And the Lakers take a 2-0 series lead. The Lakers kind of dominate here. Moses Malone with 42 and 16. But Magic with a 47-point triple-double. Kareem also packing on 22 points. Byron Scott with 20. And the Lakers take a 3-0 series lead. Can they pull off the sweep? Let's see what happens. And that will do it for the Sixers season. They come up short for the 3rd straight year. Moses Malone with 24 and 11. Magic with 27, 11, and 19. This dude is crazy, bro. And the Lakers three-peat. Magic averaging 31, 9, and 17 again. That's like 2 or 3 straight finals of averaging 17 assists a game. We got Kareem calling it a career after three-peating with the Lakers. Bob Lanier calls it a career as well for the Bucks. All right, now the draft lottery goes to the Indiana Pacers, followed by the Golden State Warriors and the Phoenix Suns. Now the first pick in the 1986 draft, the Indiana Pacers select Ron Harper out of Miami. Now the Golden State Warriors with the second pick select Chuck Person out of Auburn. And the Suns of the third pick select Mark Price. There we go. He was solid for a while there as far as I know. Now the Spurs with the fourth pick select Brad Daugherty. I know he was pretty solid there for a while. And the Supersonics with the fifth pick select Arvydas Sabonis. Domantas Sabonis' father, obviously. Apparently he was super ahead of his time. I don't know. Obviously I didn't watch him play. I've only seen some highlights. He seemed like he was a pretty solid big man. Although I'm pretty sure he was a rookie in his 30s. I think he played overseas for a while or something like that. We also got Dennis Rodman going to the New York Knicks. Del Curry to the Bullets. Jeff Hornacek to the Rockets. We got Magic Johnson with his 4th straight MVP. Kenny Walker, Rookie of the Year. 6th Man of the Year goes to Patrick Ewing for the 2nd straight season. Sidney Moncrief, another DPOI. MIP goes to Kobe Armstrong. Okay, Alex English is injured for 4 to 6 weeks. That's not good. And Larry Bird, lower right leg stress fracture. The Celtics might be cooked. We got the Lakers as the first seed in the West. And in the East, we actually changed things up. Probably because Larry Legend got injured. So the Bucks took over as the first seed. Let's get through the first round. All right, we got the Bucks making it out of the first round. We got the Pistons sweeping the Sixers. So we can no longer have a repeat of last year's finals. Well, the last 3 finals, I should say. We have the Atlanta Hawks sweeping the Bullets. And we got the Celtics taking down the Pacers in 6 without Larry Bird. Interesting. I mean, to be fair, they still have like Robert Parrish, Kevin McHale, Dennis Johnson, so they still have a really solid team, don't get me wrong, but they're just missing, you know, the 97 overall on their team. Over in the West, we got the Lakers sweeping the Rockets. The Rockets are on the come up though. Trust me that. The Jazz get a 3-1 gentleman sweep on the Clippers. Same with the Kings over the Blazers and Mavericks over the Denver Nuggets. Let's get through the second round now. Okay, through the second round, we have the Lakers sweeping, so the Lakers have yet to lose. And we have the Kings taking down the Mavericks. So the third and the first seed are in the Western Conference Finals, and in the East, we have the third and fifth seed in the East. Let's see what happens. Wow, the Sacramento Kings sweep the Lakers. The Lakers go from not losing it at all to not winning at all in the conference finals. That is insane. I wonder, no, Magic is there. He put up 32, 17, and 15. I know that Kareem retired, but damn. And the Atlanta Hawks take down the Pistons in 7. So now we have the Hawks and the Kings in the finals. Let's see what happens in game 1. Completely forgot about this, but Dominique Wilkins and Michael Jordan are on the same team. So that's why the Hawks made it. It totally makes sense now. They don't have the best roster around them, but they will soon, hopefully. But either way, the Kings take this one. Diddy with 21 points. Is that Mike Woodson? Isn't he a coach? He definitely is a coach, right? This team is definitely deep here. We got Mike Woodson with 20 points, Eddie Johnson with 19, John Stockton with 19 as well, shooting perfect from the field and the free throw line. And the Kings go up 1-0. And the Hawks respond in game 2. Michael Jordan with 33 points, 5 steals and 2 blocks, 8 turnovers. Ugh. We also got Dominique with 19, 8 and 6. Diddy with 28, but it's not good enough. And now we're tied here at 1 apiece. I keep doing it too fast. My bad, y'all. But Michael Jordan puts up 24 points. Diddy puts up 24 and 7 rebounds. Reggie Theus puts up 16, 6 and 4. Eddie Johnson with the exact same stat line. And the Kings take game 3. And now we jump into game 4 of the 1987 NBA Finals. We have Diddy at the line right here for the Sacramento Kings. And he makes his free throw. It is tied at 114. Atlanta has a chance to take the lead here. Doc Rivers now has it. They're looking to get it down to Wilkins. Dominique, 3, 2, and he misses it. Timeout for the Kings. It says 2 seconds on the clock above the rim, but it says 1 second here. What do they do with it? Reggie Theus for the win! And oh my gosh, he almost made it. But we're going to overtime. So now I'm going to sim through overtime, and if I can jump in, I will. And the Kings end up kind of taking this one away. Jerome Kersey with 24 points. Diddy with almost a triple-double, 24, 9, and 10. Michael Jordan with 32, but it's not good enough. And the Kings take game 4. The Kings are up 3-1 now with this win right here. They could pull it off. And the Atlanta Hawks stay alive. Okay. Michael Jordan with 32 again. Dominique with 29 and 11 with 5 assists as well. Eddie Johnson with 18. John Stockton with 14 and 16 assists doing John Stockton things. That's kind of funny how I know I haven't really said it yet, but John Stockton and Diddy are on the same team. Either way though, the Hawks force a game 6. Let's see what happens. And the Atlanta Hawks force a game 7 here. Dominique with 29 and 11. Jordan with 23, 8 and 6. Diddy with 22, but it's not good enough. And now we have a game 7 here in the 1987 NBA Finals. Let's get through it. And what a comeback! The Sacramento Kings blow a 3-1 lead in the finals to the Hawks. Michael Jordan leading the way, 29 points. Dominique with 28. Doc Rivers with a double-double. And the Atlanta Hawks overcome all the adversity, coming back from a 3-1 deficit to win the NBA Finals. And Michael Jordan gets his first Finals MVP. He averaged 29 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Bob McAdoo calls it a career for the Blazers. And now the draft lottery goes to the New Jersey Nets, followed by the Cavs and the Suns. The Suns are always there, it seems. The first pick in the 1987 draft, the New Jersey Nets select David Robinson out of the Navy. Amazing, man. With the second pick, the Cavs select Reggie Lewis out of Northeastern. And the Suns with the third pick select Olden Polinis? I really don't know who that is. I'm gonna be completely honest. But now the Knicks with the fourth pick select Frederick Washburn. Who the fuck? Now the Warriors with the fifth pick select Scottie Pippen. I know who that is. We got Kenny Smith going to the Supersonics. Okay. Kevin Johnson to the Rockets. Horace Grant to the Bulls. We got Mark Jackson going to the Pacers. Or we got Hakeem Olajuwon winning his first MVP. I assume he'll win a couple, but he gets his first MVP. David Robinson, Rookie of the Year. Kind of makes sense. Patrick Ewing, 6th Man of the Year for 3 straight seasons. Is that 3 or is that 4 now? now. It is 3 in a row. Okay. We got Hakeem Olajuwon winning another DPOY. That is now up to 2, I believe. Yes, it is. Mark Price wins MIP. We got the Blazers taking the throne of the Western Conference. And we have the Atlanta Hawks led by Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins taking home the first seed in the East. Let's get through the first round. We have the Hawks sweeping the Cavs in the first round. The Pistons taking down the Celtics. Pacers upsetting the Milwaukee Bucks. And we have the Sixers taking down the Bullets. Over in the West, we have the Trailblazers sweeping the Mavericks. We got the Rockets getting out of the first round, taking down the Lakers. We got the Kings taking down the Clippers. And we have the 7th seed Nuggets upsetting the Utah Jazz. The Jazz fall back into their old ways. Now we have the Blazers taking down the Houston Rockets in 5. And we have the Kings taking down the Nuggets in 5 as well. Over in the East, we have the Hawks taking down the Pistons in 5. And we have the Sixers taking down the Pacers in 5 as well. It's the number 1 and 2 seeds in the East. And it's the number 1 and 3 seed in the West. Okay, we have the Blazers and the Hawks making it. The 2 first seeds. So this is, I mean, kind of what you expect. Let's see what happens though. This is the 2 best teams of the conference, 2 best teams in the NBA. The Blazers take this one. Fat Lever with 30. Hakeem Olajuwon with 20 and 16 with 4 steals and 5 blocks. And Clyde Drexler with 17 points. He would have had more, but he fouled out in 26 minutes. Jordan with 22, but it's not good enough. The rest of the team didn't really show up. Dominique, I mean, he only had 10 points. 3 for 11 as well. But game 1 goes to the Blazers. And we got the Blazers taking game 2 as well. Clyde Drexler with a triple-double. He heard me talk last time. 29 points, 11 rebounds, 12 assists, 4 steals. Hakeem Olajuwon with 24 and 8, 3 steals and 3 blocks. This team is crazy, bro. I can already tell that without the expansion teams, this is going to get crazy. I wonder if I'm going to have to turn off the salary cap. Maybe I should have done that just because otherwise teams aren't going to be able to pay for other players. We also have Jordan dropping a 40 piece. That's kind of crazy, but it's not good enough though. And the Blazers go up 2-0. We got the Blazers taking game 3 as well. Hakeem Olajuwon with 30 points, 12 rebounds, 5 blocks, 5 assists. We got Michael Thompson with 21 points. Clyde Drexler with 20 as well. Jordan with 35 points. But once again, Dominique, I mean, 15 and 11 is no joke, but on 4 for 12, it's a little sad. I think once he starts stepping up, because it's a close game, obviously, once Dominique really steps up and starts shooting more efficient, I think they might have a hope to come back, but it could also already be too far gone. The Blazers have a 3-0 lead. That is no easy task to overcome, so we'll see what happens here in game 4. We jump in now to game 4 of the NBA Finals here. Portland is up by 2, and they have a chance to sweep right here. Let's see what happens. They get it down to Olajuwon. Olajuwon being guarded by probably a nobody, to be honest. It looks like a 2K generated player. The weirdo that didn't post up. That's kind of odd. But 5 seconds left. Drexler, step back. Midi, and he misses it. Atlanta with the timeout. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know what type of shit Portland is on, bro. They had Hakeem Olajuwon being guarded by baby food, and they decided to pass out for Clyde to take a step back and miss? I'm sorry, but Hakeem is making that 20 times out of 10. Atlanta has a chance here with 9 seconds left in the game. They get it to Jordan. Jordan being guarded by Drexler. Jordan now passes out to the corner. Williams for the tie. Get bang! Oh my gosh! What a shot! That shot had me flustered. It had me stuttering and messing up my words. 0.1 seconds left. Okay, they literally can't get a shot off, so... Would that have gone, though? What the fuck? What? Fat Lever would have won the game right there. That was a half court. But we're going to overtime, though. I'll sim most of overtime. And if I can jump in, I will. Well, now I look dumb because it was like 5 seconds left and the Hawks were up 123 to 118. So I thought that, you know, maybe they wouldn't start selling, but it was only a 1-point game. Michael Jordan with 37 points. Dominique with 19 points. Once again, though, I mean, he shot 6 for 15. That's not the best shooting splits. Olajuwon with 28 and 12. I still think if he would have taken that shot in the post that maybe they would have won this game. But who's to say, man? Who's to say? We got Drexler with 24, 10, and 6. Fat Lever with 27 and 7. He also hit the crazy game winner that didn't count because it wasn't, you know, it wasn't off in time. But, well, the Hawks show some life, taking this game by 1. Will the Blazers get their heads out of their ass? Let's find out. The Blazers indeed get their heads out of their asses. Hakeem with 30 and 16. Fat Lever with 19, 6, and 8 with 5 steals. Clyde with 17 and 7. Of course, this is the game where both Jordan and Wilkins play good. I mean, Jordan didn't shoot that good, to be honest. And with that, the Blazers win the 1988 NBA championship led by Hakeem Olajuwon, putting up 26, 13, and 3 with 2 steals and almost 3 blocks a game for the finals MVP. Okay, so here we have our first expansion team. We have the Miami Heat and we have the Charlotte Hornets. I am going to veto these expansions. Okay, so the draft lottery goes to the Golden State Warriors, followed by the Supersonics and the Suns. This is the first year where the video actually lives up to its name. I vetoed the first 2 expansion teams. Let's see how this plays out. The 88 draft, the Golden State Warriors with the first pick select today Is my game crashing? No, they're just taking forever. Oh, Danny Manning. There we go. Okay, Danny Manning goes number 1. That took like obnoxiously long. That's crazy. With the 2nd pick, the Supersonics select Mitch Richmond. Okay, there we go. With the 3rd pick, the Suns, for like the 97th time already with the 3rd pick, they select Hershey Hawkins out of Bradley. I mean, that's okay. Now the Nets with the 4th pick select Rick Smits. And the Spurs with the 5th pick select Rex Chapman. We got Rod Strickland going to the Bulls. John Starks going to the Bullets. We got Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon. We basically got the entire 84 draft as free agents here. Barkley going back to the Rockets. Olajuwon stays with the Blazers. Jordan stays with the Hawks. Stockton stays with the Kings. Kevin Willis stays on the Pacers. Ralph Sampson signs to the New York Knicks. Okay, so that means Patrick Ewing will get the starting role, which is probably the best thing for his career. We got Michael Jordan winning the 1989 MVP. Mitch Richmond Rookie of the Year. Gus Williams with the 6th Man of the Year. Hakeem Olajuwon with another DPOY. John Williams MIP. In the West, we have the Utah Jazz with the 1st seed. The Lakers didn't even make the playoffs. That is a problem. And in the East, we have the Atlanta Hawks, obviously, with the 1st seed. Let's get through the 1st round. We got the Hawks sweeping the Knicks. We got the Nets taking down the Bucks. The Celtics kind of upset the Pistons in 4. And then we have the Sixers sweeping the Pacers in the East. Over in the West, we have all sweeps but 1. No real upsets, though. Now, in the West, we have the Jazz taking down the Kings in 5. And we have the Blazers taking down the Nuggets in 5 as well. Over in the East, we have the Hawks taking down the Nets in 5. And we have the Celtics making it back to the conference finals, this time as the 6th seed, as they take down the 76ers in 7 games. Let's get through the conference finals. And the Atlanta Hawks make no mistake as they make it back to the finals, and the Blazers take down the 1st seed to make the finals. So it's a repeat of last finals. Game 1 goes to the Atlanta Hawks, led by Michael Jordan's 28 and Dominique's 26 and 9. There we go. For the Blazers, Olajuwon dropped 29 and 8. Fat Lever with 25 as well. Drexler with 23 and 9. And the Hawks take a 1-0 series lead. We jump in now, tied at 116 with 41 seconds left. The Hawks are up 1-0 this series. It's game 2. Drexler now screened by Olajuwon. Drexler inside to Olajuwon, wide open dunk, and he takes it. Blazers go up by 2. I don't know why Dominique and Michael Jordan are both on the bench. That makes no sense. They just called a timeout. Doc Rivers screen up top. Rivers takes it in, finds Bedford for 3, and he misses it. And rebound goes to Drexler, and he gets fouled by Doc Rivers. What are they doing not putting their star players out? What's going on here? Are they both fouled out? Reggie Williams at the line. First free throw, and it goes, and it's a 3-point lead now. Can he make it a 2-possession game? And he does. 11 seconds to work with here to get a quick bucket and a foul. Jordan's still not out there. Same with Olajuwon, but Doc Rivers is. He's taking his sweet ass time with it. I don't know what he is doing. He backs up for 3, takes a smothered 3 and misses it. What are the Hawks doing? They lose game 2 because of that. They both fouled out this game, bro. Dominique had 31, Jordan had 23, but they couldn't play when it mattered the most because they both fouled out. Drexler with 24 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and he leads his team to victory. And now the Blazers tie this one up. Let's get right into game 3. And the Blazers kind of on a heater now. What the hell? Olajuwon with 29 and 11, Drexler with a 23-point triple-double, Reggie Williams with 27, Jordan with 34, Dominique with 23, but it's not good enough, and now the Hawks are trailing 2-1. Damn, that was kind of low scoring. The Hawks kind of go out sad. Yo, the Hawks only get over 15 points 1 quarter. That's horrible. Olajuwon with 19, Drexler with 14. I mean, scoring, oh, Fat Lever with a triple-double as well. The scoring was down a little, but like, it didn't matter. The Blazers were still going to blow this team out the water. Wilkins fouled out in 24 minutes. Oh, that's so bad. Jordan shot 6 for 17, though. That's just pitiful. And the Blazers are up 3-1. Let's see what happens in game 5. Drexler leads the way with 31. Hakeem gets injured, but puts up 25 and 11. A bruised right hip. Jordan with 27 points. Wilkins fouled out in 28 minutes and put up 13. And the Blazers win. They capitalize on the fact that the Hawks shoot themselves in the foot. Either that or it's the refs betting on the Trailblazers and making sure at least one of those 2 superstars get fouled out, but who knows? We'll never know. I'll never know, at least. But we got Clyde Drexler winning the finals MVP, averaging 23, 10, and 5. That's kind of weird. I didn't allow the Charlotte Hornets or the Miami Heat to be in the league, but I guess it's still programmed to change their floor, even though, I mean, what are we changing the floor for? Okay, so we got more expansion teams. We got the Orlando Magic and the Minnesota Timberwolves, obviously, so I'm going to veto those, and I'm going to be watching it every year to make sure shit like this doesn't happen. So, okay, the the draft lottery, the Cavaliers get it, followed by Golden State and San Antonio. And with the first pick in the 89 draft, the Cavaliers select Shawn Kemp. He goes there years before he did in real life. I'm pretty sure he was old man Shawn Kemp. Golden State with the second pick selects Tim Hardaway. Did he get drafted there in real life, or did he go to the Heat? I can't remember, but I know he was on Golden State for a while there. San Antonio with the third pick selects Blue Edwards. I'll take your word for it. I don't really know who Blue Edwards is, with all due respect. Cleveland with the fourth pick selects Purvis Ellison. I've heard that name before. Now with the fifth pick, the Bullets select Dino Raja out of Croatia. We got Glenn Rice going to the Lakers. I'm pretty sure he was there for a couple seasons at least, but that was way later on in his career. Vlade Divac goes to the Indiana Pacers. Dana Barros goes to the Celtics. Stacey King. Isn't Stacey King a commentator nowadays for the Bulls, or is that a different person? I might be getting them mixed up. I don't know, but he goes to the Suns either way. We got David Robinson winning the 1990 MVP and only his third season, which is kind of nuts. Melvin Weber, Rookie of the Year. That's pretty surprising. Scott Skiles, Sixth Man of the Year. Del Bledsoe wins the DPOY. I don't know who that is. He looks 2K generated, to be honest. And we got Rick Smits winning the MIP. Dominique Wilkins, broken right hand for 2 to 4 weeks. That could be problematic. In the playoffs, we have the Houston Rockets with the first seed in the West. And in the East, we have the New Jersey Nets. Okay, so the Hawks were dethroned, but they're the second seed. And the Blazers were dethroned, and they're the second seed. So let's see what happens in the first round. We have the first seeds both making it out. The fourth seed both losing. In the West, we have the sixth seed Nuggets taking down the Clippers. In the East, we have the sixth seed Sixers getting swept in 3 games by the Pistons. We have the Pacers taking down the Hawks in, oh my gosh, Dominique getting injured must have killed them, because that is a 3-1 series. And then we have the Blazers taking down the Suns in 6 games, which, I mean, took a little longer than you would expect them to take, but a win is a win. Let's get through the second round. And we have the Blazers taking down the Nuggets in 6. We have the Supersonics sweeping the Houston Rockets. That's kind of crazy. We have the Nets led by MVP David Robinson taking down the 5th seed Knicks in 6 games. And we got the Pistons taking down the Pacers in 6 as well. Let's see what happens. The Blazers sweep their way to the finals, and the Nets get it done in 6 games against the Pistons. Let's see what happens here in game 1. And we have the Blazers stepping away from this one in the final seconds. Fat Lever leading the way with almost a triple-double, 30 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 assists. Clyde Drexler with 25 and 11. David Robinson with 35 and 12. Jay Humphries with 17 and 10. He fouled out though. And the Blazers take game 1. And the Portland Trailblazers take game 2 as well. Olajuwon with 27 points. Drexler with a 21-point triple-double. Reggie Williams with 16. And Fat Lever with a double-double down there. Jay Humphries with 19 points to lead the way for the Nets. David Robinson at 18, 11, and 5. Not a bad stat line, but it is not good enough. And the Blazers find themselves up 2-0 in this series. And the New Jersey Nets take this one. Olajuwon with 25 and 11. Fat Lever with 23. Drexler with 22. But Jay Humphries with 20. A lot of depth scoring. You can see how many people had double-digit points right here. David Robinson with only 12 points. He shot 8 shots only. There was a lot of people shooting more than him, and that's usually not a good thing considering he's the MVP of the league. But it don't matter though, because they get it done, and they're only within 1 in this series. Can the Blazers go up 3-1, or will the New Jersey Nets tie this one up? Let's see. Well, the Blazers say fuck no, baby, and they take this one by a huge margin. Drexler with 30 points, 10 rebounds. Olajuwon with 23 and 13. Fat Lever with 17, 7, and 12. Jay Humphries with 19 points, 10 assists on 4 for 11, 10 for a 12 from the free throw line though. David Robinson 18 and 10. The Blazers are up 3-1. The Blazers are also like a super team, so you can't really blame them. And the Blazers take this one. Drexler with a 46-point, 10 rebound and 9 assist game, almost a triple-double. Olajuwon with 22 and 9. And David Robinson actually had a really good game. 28 and 12 is no joke. Kenny Walker put up 22 himself. Cook with a 12 and 10 double-double. Jay Humphries gets injured though. That kind of sucks. He was their like second best player clearly. But the Blazers win another championship led by Clyde Drexler. 29 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, and a block for the finals MVP. We got Bill Walton retiring. RIP, God rest his soul. Now the draft lottery. The 1990 draft goes to the Cavaliers, followed by the Mavericks and the Utah Jazz. Now with the first pick in the 1990 draft, the Cavaliers select Gary Payton, the glove out of Oregon State. There we go. With the second pick, the Mavericks select Derek Coleman, another really good player out of Syracuse too. Utah with the third pick select Kendall Gill out of Illinois. He usually does really good in this, so that could be big things for Utah. I feel like they were just like the first seed a couple seasons ago. Now they're the third pick, so that's kind of nuts. The fourth pick goes to the Bulls. bullets, and they select Lionel Simmons. And now the Warriors with the 5th pick select. Oh, they trade their pick. Golden State trades their pick for Eddie Johnson and John Long. That's kind of crazy. Okay, so the Sacramento Kings select Damian Cardinal. That looks like a 2K generated player. The Bulls have the 6th pick now, and they select Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. There we go. Really, really solid player there. I'm pretty sure he's hooping in the big 3 right now, or at least he was last year. Very, very solid hooper, man. Shout out to him. D Brown goes to the Spurs at 9. Antonio Davis goes to the Supersonics at 15. Tony Kukoc goes to the Rockets with the 21st pick. The 1991 MVP goes to Hakeem Olajuwon. This is now his 2nd MVP. Okay. Gary Payton, Rookie of the Year. Didn't really expect anything different, to be honest. Rod Strickland, 6th Man of the Year, 18 points. Nice. And Hakeem Olajuwon with another DPOY. He's already had such a good career that DPOY doesn't even show up now. Dino Raja with the MIP. We have the Blazers back up top as the 1st seed, and we have the Atlanta Hawks back up top as the 1st seed. Okay. And the Blazers sweep through pretty easily. The Warriors get past the Lakers in the 1st round. The Supersonics sweep the Denver Nuggets, and the Houston Rockets sweep the Kings. Over in the East, we got Atlanta Hawks sweeping the Boston Celtics. The Knicks taking down the Bucks. The Bulls taking down the Cavs, and we have the New Jersey Nets taking down the Detroit Pistons. And it's 2 sweeps in the East. We got the Knicks sweeping the Atlanta Hawks. That's actually insane. We also have the Nets sweeping the Bulls. Kind of expected they're the 2nd seed. Over in the West, we have the Blazers taking down the Warriors in 5. And then we have the Seattle Supersonics taking down the Rockets in 7. So we have the 1st and 3rd seed in the West, and we have the 2nd and 5th seed in the East. And we have the Blazers taking down the Supersonics in 7. And they make it to another finals. This is, I believe, 5 in a row now, because they lost 1 and then won 3 straight, right? I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong on that, but... And then we have the New Jersey Nets taking down the Knicks in 6 to make the finals. And the Blazers take game 1. Olajuwon with 27 and 18. Fat Lever with 18 points. Drexler with 18 points. Insane. Jay Humphries with 18 points. David Robinson played 20 minutes and fouled out. 10 points on 3 for 6. That is unfortunate. And so far the Blazers are looking as dominant as they did last year. Let's get right into game 2. This might be tough for the Nets. We jump in now to game 2 of the finals. We're tied at 102. They're gonna hold now for a little bit. Mills get it down to David Robinson. There we go. D-Rob being guarded by Olajuwon. D-Rob drop step. Olajuwon, great defense. Robinson the rebound. Doesn't get it off, and there's a mad scramble for the win. He misses it. And we're going to overtime. That was amazing defense from the Blazers right there. Tipping the ball and everything. That was beautiful defense. The last thing you want to do is give David Robinson a clear shot at the basket from that close. So now I'm going to sim overtime, and if I can jump in, I will. And the Blazers take this one. They kind of run away in overtime a little towards the end. Drexler with 21 and 11. Olajuwon with 20 and 19. He also fouled out. David Robinson put up 29 and 10. Jay Humphries with 22. But it is just not good enough, and the Trailblazers go up 2-0 in this series. And the Nets take this one. Larry Nance with 25, leading the way. Jay Humphries with 21. David Robinson with 14 points, 17 rebounds. Drexler with 23 points. Olajuwon had an amazing game, but shot horribly from the field. 21 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 steals, and 4 blocks on 8 for 27. Ugh. That shit stank, don't it? All right, now we get into game 4. And the Nets get it done again. David Robinson with 29 and 10. Jay Humphries with 23 and 9. I mean, this is a great game from this team. Hakeem Olajuwon played 44 minutes and put up 18 and 10. That might not cut it, man. Fat Lever was 17. Drexler shot 7 for 15. He fouled out in 24 minutes. That's honestly what happened. That's pretty treacherous, I won't lie. But now we have a tied series. Let's see what happens here in game 5. This could get interesting. The Blazers are not looking as dominant as they did in the first game. The Nets are putting up a big fight. Let's see. Well, just as I say that, the Blazers are looking just as dominant as they did in game 1. Hakeem Olajuwon with 30 and 13. Fat Lever with 27 points. Clyde Drexler had 7 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. At least he filled up the stat sheet in other regards, but shot 3 for 11. You know what? Their defense carried them through, it looks like. David Robinson with 17 points. Yup, it did. Humphries shot 5 for 16, 5 for 15 for Larry Nance. And now the Nets are facing elimination with this next game. We jump in here to game 6 of the 91 finals. New Jersey is up by 3, facing elimination. Humphries now up top. Takes it up. Humphries spin move, lays it in, and it's good. What a move by Jay Humphries. And now the Nets are up by 5. They get it into Fat Lever, and they call it, are you dead ass? They need a bucket here, and they need to play some damn good defense, or just foul, to be honest. Drexler now, they call another timeout. Are we dead ass? For the third time. Portland is down by 5, and they have 25 seconds now to work with. This is getting ridiculous. I've said the same thing over again. I'm just trying to make it authentic. These motherfuckers keep calling timeouts on me. So, oh, they almost turned it over. PhattLever. Oh my gosh, what a shot. Okay, that was high risk, extremely high risk and high reward. Lloyd now at the line. His first free throw goes down 91%. There we go. That's reliable. Second free throw. I mean, if you're Portland, you need this to miss. And it does miss. Wait a minute. Portland has a chance. They need another bucket here, and they need another foul really quickly. Daly. Oh, he has a big defender on him. Don't take that up. Don't be stupid. Don't do it. He does it, and it works. David Robinson didn't block him. It's a 2-point game now. Humphries at the line. His first free throw goes down. It's now a 3-point game. Can he make this one? And he does, and it's a 2-possession game. Rodman to Williams, smothered 3 in the corner, and he misses it, and that will definitely do it. New Jersey's gonna stay alive in this one and force a Game 7. Larry Nance leads the way with 26 points. David Robinson with, he filled up the stat sheet. 26, 7, and 6. Jay Humphries with the game-winning free throws, 21 points for him. Hakeem Olajuwon with 24 and 9. Drexler with 21 and 8. PhattLever with 17, 5, and 10. Now we have Game 7 of the finals here. Let's see what happens. This could get interesting. Wow, what a comeback for the New Jersey Nets. They get it done, and they win the NBA championship. Holy shit. David Robinson leading the way for the finals MVP, 21 points. 9 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks a game. Robert Parrish retires from the Celtics. Norm Nixon and Michael Cooper also do. And now the draft lottery, the 91 draft. The first pick goes to the Sixers, followed by the Cavs and the Bullets. Now at the first pick in the 91 draft, the Sixers select Larry Johnson out of UNLV. And the Cavaliers, with the second pick, select Steve Smith out of Michigan State. And with the third pick, the Bullets select Billy Owens out of Syracuse. Indiana with the fourth pick selects Dikembe Mutombo, God rest his soul. And the Suns with the fifth pick select Chris Gatling. Okay, I haven't heard that name in a long time, I'm gonna be completely honest. Terrell Brandon goes to the New York Knicks. Greg Anthony to the Bucks at 14. And now we enter the 1990s, the Jordan era of basketball. And that will do it for this part. There will be multiple parts to this series. This series will drop every Wednesday. Now, if it's in high demand after episode 1, it could drop more than that. But we'll have to see how this first part does. So far, we've had a three-peat for the Lakers, all defeating the 76ers, twice sweeping them and once taking them to 6 games. Magic Johnson leading the way all the time. Then we had Michael Jordan and the Hawks taking down the Kings in 7. Then we had a Trailblazers three-peat, first led by Hakeem Olajuwon and then Clyde Drexler. And then now we wrap it up with, well, Portland making it again to the finals for the 4th straight year. But David Robinson leading the New Jersey Nets to beating them in 7 games after the year prior losing to them in 5. We've also had a lot of MVPs. We've had Magic Johnson for 4 straight seasons, then Olajuwon, then Jordan, then Robinson, then Hakeem Olajuwon again. Rookie of the year so far, we've had Ralph Sampson, Michael Jordan, Diddy, Kenny Walker, David Robinson, Mitch Richmond, Melvin Weber, and Gary Payton. 6th man of the year, we've had Kevin McHale, Sedale Threat, I think that's how you pronounce it. We've had 3 straight years of Patrick Ewing, Gus Williams, Scott Skiles, and Rod Strickland. DPOY, we've had Sidney Moncrief for 3 straight years, but in this sim, back-to-back. Then we had Hakeem Olajuwon, back to Sidney Moncrief, back-to-back for Hakeem Olajuwon, then Del Bledsoe, and then Hakeem Olajuwon. So Hakeem Olajuwon has won 4 already in his very young career. So he's looking like he can make a case for the GOAT after all said and done, because this dude has already won so many. He's already won a couple MVPs. You know, he's doing his thing. MIP, we've had Sleepy Floyd, then Dale Ellis, Charles Barkley, Kobe Armstrong, Mark Price, John Williams, Rick Smits, and Dino Raja. So far, I mean, it's been pretty interesting. It's been very different. Obviously, there's no Miami Heat, Charlotte Hornets, Minnesota Timberwolves, or Orlando Magic, but I think it's only going to get better over the years. So stay tuned for part 2. If you guys like this content, make sure to leave a like, hit the subscribe button. We just hit 1.2k subscribers, so make sure you smash that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 2k, hopefully by the end of the year. So if you could help me do that, that'd be really appreciated. But I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching.